contact on the front. There it is. That was Lane Riggs that just didn't have room to come up in front of Tanner Gray, I believe.
That's Lane Riggs in the #1 for Tricon Garage. Got the call this week to hop aboard.
Another one of those drivers that has never raced anything like this.
Yeah, to find out just a few days before you get in this seat. Here we go. Take a look at what happened.
It was a run from the outside from Gray, and Lane Riggs just moved up, and there wasn't room there.
Tough break for teammates as well.
Wow.
Lane Riggs was running 14th at the
down low, trying to make some ground. Well, on the outside, Tanner Gray tries to get above Lane Riggs. Right there, that move from the truck, and Lane just squeezed over, tried to make sure he took his line away, kept everyone behind him, and there just wasn't room to do so.
You know, we always talk about how important the spotters are, but probably no more important than they are at a place like this, especially on a mile and a half when they're
back. Right when we stepped aside, you saw the 46 truck Ogata go around. Debris on the track. That brings out the 5th caution of today.
This is that window we were talking about. Anytime inside of 60 laps that everyone would get in their window. Let's take a look back at what happened to Ogata.
See him right there on coming in the screen on the bottom, right on the.
Looks like he loses the nose and chases it up the hill.
Yeah, I think maybe he got too low on that white and red line, and it made him shoot up the hill, and then he tried to cut it to keep it off of the 9 truck of Kobe Howard, and around it went. And man, looked like he was maybe going to slip by without hitting the wall, but both left front and left rear hard into the wall, and that's going to end his day.
A lot of discussions going on right now.
I don't think there's any discussion. I think they all come to pit road for sure. There's another look. As you mentioned, Michael D turned it left to try to avoid Colby Howard. It's great that we can have a single truck incident here without getting a whole bunch of other trucks involved, and they get some minimal damage to the front end of that truck.
Akinori makes a few starts here and there, and was really thought needs to know who's around and who's where. There's nothing absolutely at all Corey Heim did wrong there. He went when he was told to go. And with the other truck coming in, you just got to have situational awareness, whether it's Colby Howard not turning in or the crew chief telling or spotter telling him what to do. But you can see this affected Stuart Friesen as well.
Really good run for Chase Purdy. John Hunter Nemechek in the 17.
Look at the damage on Corey Heim. Corey Heim's damage is more than likely going to be terminal.
Bring it straight to the box. Bring it straight to the box. Let them clean the grill.
And remember, the reason he's back there is because of the contact on pit road. He would never been in that position.
And remember also, the restart zone's longer, and these guys have more options. And usually what that means is the leader waited and waited and waited to go. And so when they wait, there's gaps in the back, and those guys get runs, and there's a sign of it. Except for the 2 didn't really go.
He didn't really go, and then the 11 was being pushed into the 2.
Yeah.
You can see all the damage, oil coming out of that truck as well.
You almost wonder if Nick Sanchez missed a gear. I thought maybe he was laying back, but it looked like he started to take off and then didn't. See if something happens there. Yeah. And it just piles them up behind.
It's amazing that Nick Sanchez basically hardly has any damage to the back of that truck.
He went under him.
And Corey Heim's truck is destroyed.
I don't know that he's gonna. Yeah, you see him falling back there. He just missed a shift or something. Something broke on the truck. Just didn't go, and there was nothing Corey Heim could do.
And the spotters say they're all rolling, but it happened so fast. There's no way for the spotter to warn him.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for Corey Heim, because see what happened if we figure out what happened to the 2.
We see Corey Heim, last year's winner, out of the truck. Amanda.
Yeah, and what a shame. When I talked to him earlier ahead of the weekend, he described that day as just simply perfect. Said he had so much adrenaline, he didn't even remember the post-race interview on track. But yeah, just a disappointment from here at the team. You can see the laptops being shut. Gloves are being taken off, so you know that the 11 is done for the day. He did relay over to the team that he thought Nick Sanchez probably...
See that smoke looking.
He has one of the best in the series behind him at 38 of Zane.
Looks like a push out of line there.
Smoke, there's some damage right there.
That's Dean Thompson, the 5 truck, with some smoke from the right front, and he's into the outside wall.
Keep it up there, keep it up there, keep it up there, keep it up there, caution down.
Yeah, you saw the debris go flying off Jack's truck. Was he running?
He was running 13th at the time.
It looked like one of the Thor Sport trucks kind of went out of line off turn. See what happens here.
It's coming out of turn 2.
You see the 5 truck there in the middle of our screen. Oh, Lawless Allen squeezes him into the fence.
And that's going to cut a tire down.
That's such a shame.
Yeah, he gets into turn 3 and the tire's going to go down. Right front tire's going to go down.
I mean, he did there. Yeah, he's in the bind.
Stuart Friesen has made a third line down.
Oh,
We got a
trouble.
smoker. The 51 Jack Wood goes around. Grant Enfinger.
What in the world?
Was it a push-on bad or something?
17 gets behind you, spins you out.
Well, you mentioned Bailey Curry was going with them.
John Hunter
Took over the
Nemechek is
lead.
what the radio said. John Hunter Nemechek said got into the back of him. Is what we overheard on the radio.
Well, luckily there was no damage. Just got a flat tire. Grant Enfinger went with him.
Grant has a flat left front tire, at least left front only.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the rear's too good either. See if we can see what happens. John Hunter. Push gone wrong is what that is.
Got
Bill.
over on the left side of the bumper.
Oh,
Great job by Christian Eckes slipping
yeah.
by there. Just cat-like reflexes making those moves at 180 miles an hour.
well done by Eckes and by Jack Wood.
Absolutely.
And John Hunter's excuse will be he's inexperienced. He didn't handle the push well. But sometimes the grisliest of veterans can't handle a push that comes off that left rear.
Yeah.
The left rear is a very, very...
Raja Karuth, the rookie.
Oh, up high. Are we going to go 3 wide?
We've got
Yeah,
trucks
correct.
together on the outside
Caution's out.
through the middle of 3 and 4. Caution comes out.
It was Carson Hocevar and Grant Enfinger, too. I think got a piece of that, if I saw it correctly.
Yeah, Grant's coming down pit road. You see the damage to the 42 of Hocevar. Grant is on pit road right now with a 23 truck. A lot of damage to the right side of that truck as it goes by our broadcast position.
See what happened here.
Squeezed up. 4 trucks there, kind of glued together. Carson was running in 13th position, and it just went wrong back there. It looked like, you know, I said trucks slipping around, sliding up. That looked like maybe what happened there. He got slid into.
That's a 45 of Lawless Allen.
Matt Crafton, did he avoid damage? It looks like he did.
$11 laps to go. It's go time, right? Hang on.
Here comes Eckes. Watch this run. There it is to the top.
Ben Rhodes to the outside, making it 3 wide, coming out of turn 4. Trucks in the wall.
Keep digging.
Side by side, Nick Sanchez sideways. Christian Eckes wins the race, hangs on to it. What a day.
The caution came out.
It was waving.
It was
when they
waving. Getting pushed was Ankrum from Chase Purdy, and that just sent them up the hill, and they all ran out of space.
Yeah, Zane in the 38, Friesen in the 52, all involved.
Matt Crafton doing a nice job down off the racetrack, slipping by. And look at that battle up front. There it went.
Matt DiBenedetto doing a nice job avoiding that by going by on the inside. That's probably going to result in a top 5 finish for Matt.
What about a top 10 for Timmy Hill squeezing through there in the 56 truck?
Bailey Curry with a top 5 run. Again, these results are